Good morning from Barcelona. Actually, good afternoon from Barcelona. I was out late with a friend that I had met on a trip to Barcelona just before COVID. He was working on the bus, the city tour bus, and I needed to use the bathroom so bad, and they didn't seem to stop anywhere local. And he was the guide. He said, "Hey, follow me, I need to go too." And since then, we've been friends. We went to a place called Michael Collins up by the Sagrada Familia. It was an awesome bar, very traditional Irish pub, and it was packed. Didn't even get there till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. That's how they roll here. But anyway, we're gonna try the city tour bus again. Let's go. So this afternoon, I'm gonna start off looking for the T4, the tram 4 line. Well, it should be over here somewhere. At least according to Google Maps. I better look at it again. That's a nice area. That's the AC Hotel Barcelona, right down the street from the Hilton. And the tram stop is right over there. Now the tram is included, along with buses and local trains, on the 3-day pass that I bought for 26 euros. Less than $27 at the exchange rate. And here comes the tram. Well, I obviously didn't know what I was doing here. That wasn't gonna check my ticket, and these people were laughing at me. Okay, well that worked. It's always an adventure trying to figure out new things, but don't be afraid of it. It's part of the fun. This is the Glories train stop. That's the Glories Tower. Look at the plane coming in. Right over it. They sure do a good job landscaping around here. Beautiful. I have no idea what's down here, but I'm going to check it out. That was the Glories metro station on line 1. It's just a train line. Good to know. And these escalators are not working right now, so I'll go back up the stairs. There's the Glories Tower. There's supposed to be an observation deck up there my friend Pedro told me about last night. Let's go check it out. Almost looks like a rocket. Must be a good landmark for all the airplanes. Look at all the contrails. Let's go to the top. This is the base of the Torre Glories. And apparently you get your tickets to the Mirador over there. That's the IG. Don't forget to change the date on your GoPro. I forgot. And it was a lot of fun trying to edit. Just another lesson learned from Rick's trip. It was 18 euro with a free audio guide. With a great exchange rate, it was still under $19. And I guess I can use my downloaded tour audio guide right here. The ground floor display is the Hyperview Barcelona, and it's a look into Barcelona's ecosystem that make up the city with beautiful video, displays, music, and other sounds. It's very cool. Honestly, I wasn't sure what it was until I got home and researched it on the Torre Glories website. Check it out.
You're looking at a forest of paper sculptures. Barcelonians is the first installation in Hyperview Barcelona. Here, the stories of some of the city's non-human neighbors are told. Inhabitants who are often not recognized as natives of Barcelona.
I enjoyed the glass ceiling elevator. At least if I was going to get stuck in this one, I'd know where I was. If you haven't seen that hotel video, check it out. Wow. 30 floors later. Feels more than that. Must be more than that. But the elevator said 30. Oh, but the tower still goes a lot higher. According to the website, that's 410 feet high, so about 41 stories. Great sculpture. Sagrada Familia. Heading there next. The views up top were amazing, and I love these little picture graphics that showed you what you were looking at. It was very interesting. So glad my cruise was delayed a couple days. I wouldn't have had time to do this. This has been amazing. Must be the Westfield Mall for the Glories. And there's the stop 10 for the city tour. Right across the street from the tower. Took me about 20 minutes to realize this stop was out of service. Oh well. I just saw the bus, so shouldn't be too far away. Well, there's my receipt for the city tour, Barcelona, $39.60. Yeah, just about $40 US. And the app actually helped me find the right stop. Okay, this one also says stop 10. I don't see anything saying this one's closed. This must be the right one. I've seen 2 buses go by here already. This side of the tower. Well, hop on, hop off buses are great. And sometimes you gotta wait for the bus. And sometimes they change the signs. Like there's a sign here, and there was one identical to it on the other corner. And after waiting for a bus and seeing one leave, I saw on the side it said that stop was closed. Apparently at some places they do have more than one stop because of different traffic patterns they might be running for certain events. So I understand. Just be aware. And here comes the bus now. Next stop, Sagrada Familia. Ooh. Sagrada Familia is a very busy place, and it's right on the L5 and 2 metro stations. And people come from all over the world. I love hearing all the different languages. It's amazing. There are a total of 7 inscriptions on the Sagrada Familia. Here's 2 of them here. Gloria is for glory, and Saviesa is for wisdom. The Axios de Gracies inscription you see here on the small tower to the right signifies a place for giving thanks and prayer. I love that it's on a city tour bus route. And you can see here they have the Christmas market set up. And the Michael Collins bar is close by somewhere, but it's a little early in the day. However, it wasn't early enough for me to get tickets to get into the Sagrada Familia. I'll have to plan that better next time. It still probably won't be finished because it's been under construction for over 142 years now. But there were some delays. Gaudi's accidental death in 1926, the Civil War, the Second World War, and then the COVID shutdown. Some say it'll be done in the next few years. Some doubt that. I say the Sagrada Familia is probably the most famous destination in Barcelona. And whether you think it's beautiful or not, I think everybody has to agree. It's amazing. Now let's continue on the city tour bus on the Green Line. Batllo area, you can take the funicular to one of the oldest amusement parks in Europe that has a huge Ferris wheel, visit the Temple of the Sacred Heart, some of the best views in the city, and it has an observatory. I'll be going there next time. Another good thing to remember in Barcelona is there's a sidewalk and then a bike path that's also used by taxis and scooters. So be careful. And then another sidewalk. And then the bus routes, the city tour there, that says green 15. So if you're on the green route, that's good. But if you're on the orange route, you want to go to the one down here. And this is orange 18, La Pedrera. There's another beautiful architectural piece. And a bus, and a bus. And I believe that's also done by Gaudi. La Pedrera. And when the green guy on the crossing sign starts flashing, you're moving. Just goes flashing, red, and then the cars move. La Pedrera. Here's another masterpiece by Anthony Gaudi, La Pedrera. Also known as Casa Mila, the name of the people that owned the house. It says gastronomy under Gaudi ceiling, so there's a restaurant. Also a beautiful building by Gaudi. Wow. Apparently you go up to the roof, I saw some heads peeking up. Casa Mila was built as a home, and construction lasted from 1906 to 1912. Now it's a restaurant and museum and an amazing sculpture exhibit up on the roof. Gotta go. All the streets are starting to light up for Christmas time. There's a statue up on top of that building. A woman in a chair. You can even get around in a tuk-tuk. Now look at those balconies. I'd love to stay there. Now I'm going to continue down Passeig de Gràcia towards Plaza Catalunya. That's the Hotel Majestic with those balconies. Under construction. A lot of stuff in Barcelona under construction. Now coming up to another beautiful structure. Check it out. Green. Different shades of green and some blue and some red. Beautiful. And then a Dutch looking one next to it. Several buildings here. Casa Batllo or something. Never seen that before. Casa Batllo is an Antoni Gaudi building, and it's just 3 blocks down and across the street from La Pedrera, or the Casa Mila house. It's a marine-inspired facade and made of some recycled materials, and is built from 1904 to 1906. It's also referred to as the House of the Dragon due to tiles resembling a dragon's back, and the House of Bones for the stone columns throughout the building that look like bones. And notice the oval windows that look like eyes. I'm going to have to go there one day too. Looks amazing. I don't know why, but like balconies and door knockers, I love looking at these statuesque or statue type of water fountains. They're all over the city. I love the architecture in this place. I'm coming back. Now if you get off the La Pedrera stop on the city tour and go to the Casa Mila and Casa Batllo, you'll also be right next to the White Rabbit Museum and the Egypt Museum. There's so much stuff on that Passeig de Gràcia. And then if you keep walking, you'll come down to the Plaza Catalunya. Plaza Catalunya is like the meeting place in Barcelona. It's one of the biggest squares in Spain, and everybody comes to meet here. There's lots of hotels and restaurants and big department stores, and it's where you catch all the bus tours, like the city tour bus. Who's this guy? He looks too serious. Okay, back on the bus. City bus tours, Grey Line. Actually, the Orange Line tour. Barcelona. This guy sometimes doesn't know what he's talking about when he's traveling. Probably tired. The Gray Line he refers to is an organization that City Tour Bus belongs to, and it's all over the world, providing some of the best tour buses anywhere. Stop 1 on both tours, Placa Cataluna. Ramp is right behind me. There's a lot of construction going on there now. Cool place to go, but lots of pickpockets. The Ramble is actually a very nice place to walk down. There's lots of kiosks and things and restaurants right in the middle of the street. I have read a lot of warnings about pickpockets there, so just be careful. It's like any big city you go. Be aware of your surroundings, be alert, and take care of your valuables. Do that, and you'll be sure to have fun no matter where you go. No place is 100% safe. If we were afraid of that, we would never travel anywhere. Let's keep rolling along the City Tour Orange route. We'll see the Arc de Triomphe. We'll go past the seaport. We'll see the Olympic Stadium, past Plaza de España, the Barcelona Football Club, and many more sights. Sit back and enjoy the ride. This is the stop for the El Bon Ciutadella Zoo. And also, from what I can tell from the route on the Barcelona City Tour map, the chocolate factory. I didn't even know that was there. Next time again, let's continue. and see my cruise ship. If you've seen my channel before, especially in Alaska, you know I love tunnels. And this part of the Orange Route is about one of my favorites. We'll be passing by the Monchu cable cars, the Olympic Stadium, and the MNAC Museum. That's amazing. As we approach the top of the hill, we'll come upon the site of the 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona. History shows that this was a very important Olympiad. Since the Berlin Wall came down in 1989, this was the first time in a very long time that there was no East German team, and there was also no team from the Soviet Union. Stop 10 on the Orange Route takes you to Pueblo Español. Here they have amazing replicas of authentic villages all around Spain. It's also where my buddy Pedro took me to the restroom that only the drivers knew about. That's how you make friendships. Well, let's continue on and pass the National Museum of Art in Catalonia. The MNAC, what an amazing building that is. The Venetian Towers, and then Plaza de España, where we'll see a bullfighting ring. This beautiful old bullfighting ring was opened in 1900, closed in 1977, and is now a Las Arenas shopping center. If you're leaving from the Barcelona Sand Station, there's a security line. It looks like it's paused right now, and it was moving pretty fast before, so maybe they go in stages. Another bathroom related note, if you're taking the hop on hop off bus, at least the city tour. You'll stop at Barcelona Sands, and you can, for €1, you can go to the bathroom, and it'll test your hydration level. Pretty cool. Welcome to the football club, Barcelona. Their soccer stadium, or as they call it in Europe, football. This is an absolutely beautiful stadium that is currently being rebuilt that will add another 45,000 seats for a total capacity of 105,000, making it the largest stadium in Europe and the second largest in the world, only to North Korea. The last few stops on the Orange Line for the bus tour take us down Avenue Diagonal before stopping at La Pradera, and then back to stop number 1, Plaza Catalunya. Right now we're passing the Hilton, the one that's downtown, closer to the football stadium that I stayed in years ago. It's right next door to a beautiful Diagonal Lilia shopping center. Avenue Diagonal cuts the entire city of Barcelona diagonally. It's 11 kilometers long and goes all the way back to the Hotel Diagonal, where I'm staying on this trip. What I also love about it, it's right on the city tour hop on hop off bus line. Yay! It's also only about a 20-minute walk to Barcelona Sands train station. Well, I hope you enjoyed the hop on, hop off bus tour by City Tour around Barcelona. And when I got back to stop 1 at the Plaza de Catalunya, I decided I'd go walk down towards the waterfront in Barcelona and try to find some food. I was really looking for some paella. Let's go. Warning, I did kind of get lost. Here, walking down La Rambla in Barcelona. One of the busiest tourist areas. Lots of pickpockets. It's about 10 minutes to 8 at night. I'm trying to find me some paella. Well, most of the kiosks on the Rambla were closed, but I found the side street. It's cooler anyway. I'm trying to find Salamanca restaurant by Barceloneta. Run into Elvis everywhere. Guitar Legends Hall. I still got about I think it's about a 10-minute walk to where I gotta go. It's near the water. Turns out this is the Gothic Quarter. There I am again. I like this area. This is a nice area. Nice square. This carving is dedicated to the unknown militiaman. During Franco's rule, it was covered up when Franco's troops walked by. It was recently rediscovered when the walls of the church that it's attached to were cleaned. And that's a nice piece of history. Very cool. It's very easy to get turned around in the Gothic Quarter, as I did several times, but it's all worth it. Here's the waterfront. So after about a 30-minute delay, I finally made it to the Barceloneta area, and I was looking for the Salamanca restaurant. That was too far away, so I found something else. I also found this beautiful marina with a lot of nice boats in there. Very close to the Passage de Colón. And when you walk down, there's a beautiful lift bridge that lifts up for boats to pass through in the canal below. I also found this awesome lobster statue that used to be part of a restaurant that has closed down, but the city officials wanted to keep it there because it's so cool. Who doesn't love lobster? Well, as soon as I turned right at the marina, I found this beautiful restaurant with a lot of outdoor seating and some heaters right next door. It looked beautiful and there were a lot of people there. That lets me know it must be good. Anyway, I had some fantastic, delicious sangria and also had very delicious paella. The prices are great. The staff was extremely friendly, very helpful, and I loved it, and I'll be back. The restaurant was also a very short walk to the Barcelona train station. Time to get back to the hotel. I gotta get on a ship tomorrow. I had a great time in Barcelona, except for getting stuck in the elevator. Hope you checked that video out, and I hope you like this one, and subscribe. After a 17 euro Uber, almost $18 US, I arrived at the port for my Adventure of the Seas transatlantic cruise with Royal Caribbean. Be sure to check that video out too. It's coming out soon. Getting ready to board the Adventure of the Seas, the Royal Caribbean, Terminal B, Barcelona, España. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.